I can't believe he saved the penalty. I can't believe he saved the penalty. I hate it because you get so happy and then you get so Simicast.
For Liverpool, and waiting for Liverpool. A nerveless penalty, no wonder he's up and running.
Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson Football Channel for 6 things we learned from Chelsea 0, Liverpool 0, Liverpool penalties, FA Cup winners 2022. Chelsea, we pushed it to the wire. We pushed it to the very end, but when it comes to a penalty shootout, it is a lottery. I have been a goalkeeper in a kids team. I was there. I was the goalkeeper. I didn't want to be the keeper, but I was there. I had that moment to shine, and somehow I actually made the saves. But I also felt in those moments as a child that these are the worst, you know, because the team plays the way they play. You get to that point and then all of a sudden, from one kick of a ball, you can be the winner or the loser. It is the most horrible way to lose a football game that there is. The way the whole game was, I'm not gonna lie to you, I would sit here and be lying if I said that it was the most entertaining, enthralling, thrilling event that I've ever witnessed in sporting terms in my very eyes, but it's a lie. It was dreadful. It was an awful game of football. But I think Chelsea showed something, despite losing that game, that gives me as a fan who loves the FA Cup, who wants to win this and wanted to win this just a second before, so badly, but we didn't. We got to the final and we played a very good game against probably one of the best English footballing teams there's been. And I want to say this, Liverpool, as much as I don't want you to go ahead and win a quadruple because I'm a Chelsea fan, I'm a football person and they are so good that if they end up going and winning everything, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. And I also have a lot of good personal friends, my best friends, who are Liverpool fans, who I would love to see, just from my own side, enjoy that kind of experience and moment of winning that many trophies. I think Chelsea can be proud. I think we can be very happy with the way we played, the way we got to this point. I think it's, again, at this point in an FA Cup final, you can look at the running, you can look at the way you've got there, and you can think, well, we got to the final, we played the hardest team, and then we lost, so we didn't deserve to win it. But you get to a penalty shootout. You get those moments with Edouard Mendy saving the pen. And I kept it in because I thought, well, if we win, you know, I'll put it up on the internet anyway, because that's the organic reaction to us winning a penalty shootout. But even when we lose, I'll keep it in there. If you skipped it, cool. If you didn't, then you're on the same page as me. Cheers to that. We're upset. We're gutted. We lost. Chelsea are beaten in an FA Cup final. Congratulations to Liverpool. But the game of football itself was very much a nothingness in a way, which I also think is kind of testament to both managers and the respect they have for one another, where Jurgen Klopp knows that of all of the potential feats that this Liverpool team can achieve between now and the end of the season, this one is the most insignificant in the grander scheme of what could be. It's still massive because it's the FA Cup, because it's a major trophy. But for Chelsea, we go into this in some of the worst form we've been in for a couple of years. We still turn up and compete with one of the best teams the Premier League's seen in Liverpool. And I want to begin, box number one, with Edouard Mendy as a green. It's not a blue because we didn't win. And Edouard Mendy didn't save that penalty at the end to win us the competition. But Mendy, throughout the whole game, absolutely, in every sense, showing that he is a top quality goalkeeper. I've stood here, or sat here even, on GBFC in the last couple of weeks, and I've questioned Mendy. I've wondered whether, I'm gonna have a sip of beer, I don't care. He's come under scrutiny. There's been moments where his performances have been questionable within individual moments. There's been moments where, at least for me, where I watch Chelsea games very closely. And when Mendy makes a mistake, I always think about how that impacts defenders, how it makes defenders then trust him to be the kind of Alisson that Liverpool have, to be Edison that Manchester City have. But to keep it based on this final, Mendy made massive saves in the 90 minutes. Not that there is that much to talk about in terms of a positive with the way the game went. But even then, in the moment where it mattered with Sadio Mane, Senegal versus Senegal, standing up in a penalty shootout, Mendy makes the save. And we know, we already signed up for the fact that Mendy with penalties is not the kind of keeper that you want to be saving penalties in a shootout. And I rate Tuchel for keeping him in there because he had a wonderful game. The same way he did in the Carabao Cup final. But all of a sudden, we change things. Kepa comes on. And then at the end of the day, it's not just on the keeper, but it's on the manager. But with this one, I think that Mendy was superb throughout this game. I think Mendy overall, when we look at his Chelsea career, there's moments where, as Chelsea fans who have celebrated winning Champions Leagues, who have seen Premier League wins, who have seen us win FA Cups, yeah, we've lost 3 finals in a row. When you've seen Chelsea win these kind of competitions, and we understand as fans the polarities between a win and a loss. There are some players that we can pinpoint. There are some players that we can look at and just be disappointed with. But with this team, you just can't. You know, Mendy, yeah, he saved the Mane penalty. Yeah, he did. He didn't save the winning one, but still. I move into box number 2 because I really don't know where else I'm going to finish this video. Thomas Tuchel gets a green. He gets a green box for me because even though when you look at extra time and you look at the way that the game was being played, I think Jurgen Klopp looked at the fact that Chelsea left Timo Werner on the bench, didn't bring a striker on, didn't go for the win, and played for penalties. For me, and again, this is so hard to say because I don't like Liverpool, but I think the respect that Jurgen Klopp gives us, knowing that also like his players don't have enough left to go for the win either. As a spectacle, this is one of the worst FA Cup finals there's been. But Liverpool didn't go for it in extra time. Liverpool didn't smell blood. Why? Because Thomas Tuchel set Chelsea up to be dogged. He set us up to be absolutely, no matter what we do going forward, if we get lucky, if Ruben Loftus-Cheek gets in on goal or Ross Barkley in the final few minutes gets in on goal, we will not concede anything, which we didn't. Again, from open play, we conceded nothing. And I think what Thomas Tuchel has at this club, and I think that this kind of video is the best moment for me to emphasize this. Thomas Tuchel knows how to win football matches. He knows how to win trophies. People can call us a cup team all they like. But I believe when he has the exact players he wants in the system in which he wants to play, which we know what that is, when he's got the players he wants, with signings, with the current crop we have, with players leaving who aren't happy, I think Chelsea can absolutely compete with Liverpool. I really, really do. Van Dijk doesn't end the game on the field. Mo Salah doesn't end the game on the field. Liverpool got a Champions League final to come. Premier League to still win. We're not there. We're not. But I think Tuchel tonight did the right thing. I wouldn't say leaving Timo Werner, a striker, on the bench till the end and bringing Ross Barkley onto the pitch is a good idea. But he still scores the penalty, which that's why he brought him on. So I give Tuchel a green box because whatever he was going through in his mind with decisions was vindicated come the end of the game. But I'm looking at my phone again just to see and make sure that I've actually given the right boxes here. Box number 3 is a green for who I thought was our best player. I thought Reece James was the best Chelsea player out there today. I thought once again, Trent Alexander-Arnold versus Reece James. I really think Reece James and Trent Alexander-Arnold together, again, this is me being very polite because we just lost, but I still want to praise Trent for Liverpool. If these guys play for England together in the same team, we win the World Cup. Whether it is in a back 3, whether it is somehow CDM for Reece, probably, Trent at right back. These two are too good. Reece James today against a Liverpool team who are so precise, so sharp. First 20 minutes, Reece was struggling. Liverpool were getting in. They were really creating opportunities. And I'm thinking, not what I thought was going to happen. Not what I expect to happen when Reece James is in defence. But he managed to deal with it. And by the end of the game, I still think that he was probably one of the best players on the pitch for the whole 120 minutes of it. Into box number 4. Extra time. I have to give a red for extra time. It kind of contradicts what I said about Thomas Tuchel because Ruben Loftus-Cheek is up front. Ruben as a striker. Do any of us Chelsea fans really believe that Ruben Loftus-Cheek is Thomas Tuchel's idea of a backup striker? No. And unfortunately, not to give Ruben any kind of criticism that is absolutely not warranted, because I do not really want to criticise these players after that. It's very unfortunate when you lose on penalties in any situation. But to see Chelsea not create anything in extra time, Marcus Alonso is still the most attacking player, most aggressive player in extra time. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, He's there, but he's not doing anything. Timo Werner's on the bench. It's a red because this proves that Thomas Tuchel has faith in certain players. He has belief in certain players. And this is nothing against Timo Werner. But if he doesn't come on in extra time in a cup final when you need a goal, he's never going to do it. He's never, ever going to do it. It's a red box. Box number 5 is a green. And it's green for our season. And I know that this video is like me sipping a beer, getting emotional in front of the screen because we lost on penalties, watching Liverpool lift the cup as I record the video. But I think the season has been very good overall. I really do. We've won 2 trophies we've never won before. We're probably going to finish 3rd in the league. We take Liverpool, who are, congratulations to Liverpool, an exceptional football team, all the way to the end. And it moves me into box number 6. What next for this Chelsea team? It's a yellow. I don't know what else to say. The game was dead. You guys know it. And if you're still here, I applaud you for sticking with me, because I hate losing. I hate losing. I hate making videos when we lose. And I hate seeing Liverpool lift the trophy. But congratulations to Liverpool, because they're a fabulous team. And I do think that this Chelsea team will also be a fabulous team. We are. We have been. Congratulations, Liverpool. 6 things we learned from a 0-0 draw. Hope you enjoyed it. Come on, you Blues.